So Federica she was a senior vice president, originally from Rome, a senior vice president at Ferrari, and then went to Dolce & Gabbana in 2001 and rose to be the head of Dolce & Gabbana USA, living in New York. And when you came to the United States, which was what year?
2011.
2011. You actually thought of changing your name.
Yes, I did. Because no one can pronounce my name correctly. Everybody made a mistake. They call me in different names. Francesca is the easiest for the people. And so I say, well, you know, many people change their name here. Robert is Bob, and I say, maybe I should think of it. So being an analytic person, I made my research, and I went and see on Wikipedia, and I discovered a very nice story, because the name means peaceful ruler. And for whoever knows me know that I am a ruler, but I'm always peaceful in every, even tough decision. So I say, I can't change, it's so much me, and I kept it.
So Federica means peaceful ruler. That really is beautiful. But you told me last night you thought about changing your name too.
Karen.
We're very glad that you're still Federica.
Well, there were a reason. I'm very close to a person that I consider my second mom. Her name is Karen, so that's why.
That's nice. So Federica is the first female, Italian female CEO of a U.S. publicly held company, which is really so interesting.
Another things that I didn't know, I discovered on the news.
So, Federica, I think the question that everybody wants to know first is, how and why did you make the move from class to mass, Dolce & Gabbana in Manhattan, to Land's End in Dodgeville, Wisconsin?
Okay, so, well, there were different things to consider to make that change and to take that decision. It wasn't easy, but my gut feeling really told me at the first moment I hear about it, go. Take it, it's a great opportunity. But as I said before, I'm an analytic person, so
how did you hear about it?
Well, the board called me, and the first time I was just curious. First of all, I was a customer, and I was a very pleased customer, because I have a little one, 7 years old, who goes to school, and he wears the Land's End uniform, which is a big business for Land's End. And I was
You mean
very
school
impressed,
uniforms?
yes.
Uh-huh.
Very impressed by the customer service, which in fact is one of the best in US, and actually.
It is known for its. How many of you are familiar with Land's End? Okay, good.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I have so many customers here. Thank you. So I want to please you, first of all. That's my first goal. Well, another thing that I discovered is that Land's End was the first retailer launching the 1-800 customer service in 78, so no wonder why we are one of the best. But I was saying about analyzing why I couldn't make the change. Again, my gut feeling would say go, but is that a very strong, so financially I went to see if they were profitable. They were making money, so I'm very financial driven. So I saw that top line, bottom line, cash flow, everything was perfect. And
Not
I said,
perfect.
Well,
Not perfect.
for taking that decision to say I change and I go to a company that there is something to do, of course.
Right.
You know,
So you walked in I remember it was January when this was announced.
Yes.
Yes. And you actually started on the job when?
February 17th.
Okay, in February. And so you walk into the job and you're now dividing your time between New York and Dodgeville.
And the rest of the world.
And the rest of the world. But you walk in, and what is the biggest challenge at Land's End?
First of all, the company is an amazing company. They have 50 years of heritage, and it's very strong, it's very well structured, organized. The company is based in the direct business. 85% is of the revenues come from direct and 15 from retail, but 84% is done in the US and 14 in the rest of the world. So the biggest challenge is to create what I call the multi-dimensional strategy. So go in different target, different market, different channels. And so this is, you can do that by, first of all, strengthening the brand. And what I'm saying is that I'm making this a meaningful global lifestyle brand. And you start by understanding what is needed to do so. We have a great platform. Millions of loyal customers. Again, thank you for being customers. And we want to delight the shopping experience. I want to create a dialogue with the consumer to be meaningful in the everyday life.
So it's 80, is it 86 or 84% US right now?
84.
84, okay, 84% right now. You want to create a global lifestyle brand. What does that mean?
It means that today we are in UK, Germany, and Japan. We have 3 subsidiaries. We serve a lot of countries, but the percentage of this international business is still not as much as we can. I'm Italian, and there is not a huge business in Italian. There is the entire Europe, there is Asia. So the world is big. And there are different channels besides direct. Of course, direct is, will be the biggest challenge. I'm not thinking to expand in a lot of stores, which today are not profitable.
The stores are not, the retail outlets are not profitable.
I'm always saying I'm a bottom line driven, and actually.
So you won't be opening new stores. Will you be closing existing stores?
No, and we will open also some stores. Not closing, no.
But not aggressively.
No.
And this company, by the way, was spun off by Sears. Sears bought it in 2002 for $2 billion. I think the company was started in Wisconsin, Dodgeville, in 1963. Sears bought it in 2002. For $2 billion, and if any of you have followed Sears and Eddie Lampert, his efforts to revive Sears have been interesting and dramatic, and Sears spun off Land's End in 2013. And I was looking at the stock this morning. The stock is under $1 billion market cap, and the stock has not been doing that well. And that is your challenge. What do you think is the key to getting the stock up?
Continue doing the job that I started 4 months ago. There is so much to do, from the product to the distribution to the operations. We are uplifting everything, and I launched on May 27 a new website experience. And I launched another project that today is actually launching in the UK. It's called Lens Friendly. We launched in the US.
It's called
Lens Friendly.
Lens Friendly.
Yes.
And what is that?
To be friendly to the earth. And in fact, I launched it in the USA on Earth Day, which I discovered by my research that was created by the governor and Senator Nelson back in the 70s.
And what day is it?
April 22nd.
And it's called what day?
Earth Day.
Earth Day. Earth Day. Okay,
English.
I'm sorry.
I'm Italian. The accent. So,
Federica, I understand you met Jack Ma last week for the first time.
Yes. Yes.
What was that like, and was he different from what you expected?
Yes. I didn't
The
know
CEO
actually.
of Alibaba, for I think
I
all of
didn't
us
know exactly what to expect. My chief of staff is actually Chinese, so I asked her to do some research. Again, I'm always analytic, and the first things I say to him was a quote that she pointed out and say, "If you are poor, it's because you have no ambitions." And we started to talk about that, and he was very friendly. And by the way he speaks, you understand that he has a very clear idea. He is so ambitious, but his ambition seems so easy. When you talk to him, it seems like tomorrow everything will change as he would like to change. He already made a lot of change. The first question for me to understand if there is any chance to do business in China with them was about the customs that, for the import there, and he wants to make a change with the government for that. So I believe
So you think there is opportunity for Land's End in China?
Hopefully so.
We have time for maybe one, maybe two questions. Anyone have a question? Okay. Do we? Okay. Back here. Okay, yeah.
Hi, Juliette Tabobany from Kleiner Perkins. Federica, you couldn't get two more different and iconic companies, Dolce & Gabbana for Italy, Land's End in the United States. Tell us about culture. How are you managing cultural change at Land's End? How are you thinking about, the evolution of the business? And tell us a little bit about the customers.
My previous experience was being in Dolce Gabbana as a global executive, and I traveled. That was actually one of the dream of my life, was traveling the entire world and having business with different culture, from Japanese to Middle Eastern to Russians to UK, Europe, and America. So I did that for about 10 years, where I constantly had to change my perspective every time I was sitting down to a table. There were different situations. So I trained for always understand the different culture and the way we did business, where to conceive any product, any project in a global way that could have been good for the European, good for the Japanese, and being worldwide successfully. So by doing this training for so many years, I think that one of the strengths that I develop is really understanding the different culture, and this is what I.
So what's it like in Dodgeville?
Well, in Dodgeville, it was kind of the easiest way because I come from a very small little village near Rome, and so it was coming back to the roots in a way. So I understand it's so warm, and the people are really fabulous. So I love being there.
I bet. Well, Federica, thank you so much. It's wonderful being on stage for you. Thank you for coming back to Europe for us. And
it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Great
again.
to see you. Bye.